Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning, Paul Lopez.
Good
How you
morning.
doing?
I'm doing fine. It is August 4th, 2026. Welcome to August.
Welcome to August, the Leo Borns, people with a lot of personality. How you doing?
I'm good. I never really follow these zodiac signs. That's what they call them, right?
Yeah.
So I'm never sure where we are in terms of it's a Leo, it's a Libra, it's a Virgo, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just August. Right?
Admittedly, I'm not too familiar myself, but I do
Clearly
know a lot of
you
people.
are.
I just know a lot of people born in August.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
they say it's Leo season or
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
I know, and then my mom was born in August as well, and so I know my true pal.
Well, we just want to say good morning to all those August-born people out there. I know a lot of you are building up anticipation to your birthday. There's a lot happening in August, and we're just going to breeze through it to get to the true patriotic month, the month where true Belizean superstars and
You know,
legends
Bonnie,
are
September,
born.
too?
September.
Oh, I know.
There's
I
no
know.
better month for a Belizean than September. Ask anybody like myself. They'll
Okay.
tell you the truth, right?
Well, you know what? You to give real Leo energy right now, but it's fine. You know what? Since we're on the topic of birthdays, I want to give my uncle Michael a quick birthday shout out. His birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday to you, Uncle Mike. And I hope you had a fantastic day. But let's jump into our show lineup. I know that we have some great conversations to look forward to this morning, so head on over here with me. So we are going to be starting things off with a bit of cultural diplomacy in focus. We'll be having a conversation with the ambassador of Japan. And then after that, we'll be joined by our friends from Digi as they'll be highlighting their back-to-school promotions, smart deals for a new school year. And then we'll be closing things off with a bit of a politics talk. We are going to be highlighting the future of Dangriga with a conversation with a delegate, Miss Castillo. I'll send things over to Paul now.
Excellent. And before we jump into those couch conversations, we also have our topics to discuss this morning, the 5 things you need to know. And of course, you see it here. Team Belize wins bronze in Santo Domingo. We're going to be talking about this historic podium finish for Belize's junior basketball national team. We also have here Coast Guard continues search for Samuel Chi. 2 fishermen went missing at sea. One has been located and rescued, but Mr. Samuel Chi remains missing under some very mysterious circumstances, I must add. And then thirdly, House debates tougher tobacco controls. So we're going to be delving into what those new measures will look like, especially for those tobacco smokers out there. You want to stay locked into this, but just for the general public to see how legislation is being implemented to protect you from things like secondhand smoke and stuff like that. And so that is going to be our third conversation. And then in our fourth conversation, unfortunate tragedy in the St. Martin's area yesterday. An 18-year-old was gunned down. We're going to talk a bit about the circumstances surrounding this situation. And of course, we heard from a resident, a grandmother who was pleading on behalf of her grandchildren who police detained as a result or in the immediate aftermath of this incident. And last but certainly not least, it's Tuesday. As much as it is August 4th, it is Tuesday. And that means KTV The Remix Season 8 is live tonight from the Bliss, and it's all about Latino night. And so we're going to be delving a bit into what can be expected tonight. Sabrina, over to you.
Alrighty, thank you very much for that, Paul. So I think we should be starting things off with a little bit of celebrations this morning. As Paul mentioned, we are in celebration of the bronze medal that the gentlemen, the basketball team won representing us in Santo Domingo. And I want to say really quickly, Paul, because I know that they went viral on our social media page for their little dance that they did last time they came. Yes, they did. They went very viral. And in the comments section, it was John Marsden who said the last time that a basketball team did a little dance, they walk away with everything. They win fully. So if there's any team that's set to represent the country in any discipline, just come on the morning show, talk about your sport, talk about your representation, and do a little dance. You might just come back with a medal.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a light-hearted way to start this conversation. But this is a big moment for Belize, Sabrina. This team, of course, we did not manage to secure the gold medal that we were really after. But you know what they say, if you shoot for the stars, you could likely land on the moon. Yeah. And these guys, they went into the Caribbean and the Central American and Caribbean games with their minds set on gold, and that didn't happen, but we are proud of them nonetheless, because a podium finish, in my view, is still a big deal.
When was the last time that Belize had a podium finish?
It's been decades that we've had a podium finish at this level in basketball, at least where Belize is concerned. And I know there's a debate between with the 1998 and the early 2000 basketball representation, but it's fair to say that it's been decades since we've seen this level of performance from a national basketball team representing Belize, right? And so yesterday, after coming off a very deflating defeat at the hands of Puerto Rico, which is a basketball powerhouse in the region, we played against Mexico for the bronze medal. And for me personally, as a fan, I felt like this was do or die. And it was do or die because it's either a podium finish or you come in fourth overall. But for me, it was much bigger than that. It was about showing that Belize has come a long way where basketball is concerned, and this team specifically has come a long way where basketball is concerned. We've been seeing the talent of these young men on full display throughout the entirety of this tournament, and so I knew that they had it within them, if nothing else, to defeat Mexico yesterday. And it was a hard game. I won't lie, I was between work and watching it, and it was a hard-fought game, but I have to give it to those players that really pushed through in the fourth quarter and made the plays that were necessary to have us secure this bronze medal. And so we are proud of Team Belize for doing such a thing.
I believe Sunday was against Puerto Rico.
Yes, so Sunday it was Saturday. Saturday was against Puerto Rico.
Oh,
so
Saturday.
Yeah, so it's like a rest day. Yes. There's a rest day between every game. So Saturday was.
So I was watching it on Saturday. At home.
Yeah, they blew us out, but we not worried about the past.
I know. But I'm just saying what games I watched. I watched Saturday one. I think I watched the one with Guatemala as well.
Yeah.
I know that for us, anything against Guatemala sports related, that means a lot to us. Yeah, so I know that they performed really well against Guatemala. And I'm hoping that when they return back home, we embrace them, regardless of the fact of them not returning with gold, they medaled, and that's important.
Well, it's also important to put a couple things into perspective, because one, Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, they're Caribbean countries, right? And those are the top two teams. They're playing in the finals for silver and gold. And Belize is essentially the only, technically, Central American team that podium. So that makes us
Big up we
the
immediately.
number one Central American team, right? Basketball team at this level.
Yeah.
That's huge. You have to acknowledge that. You put that into perspective. But you also have to put into perspective the fact that Mexico has millions upon millions upon millions of people in its population,
Yeah.
while like over 100 million. While we in Belize, we population that we may script that,
Yeah.
right? We are like 500,000. So their sporting budget is much bigger as well. And Shane Williams never fails to remind me of this, to put it
Right.
into perspective, to look at the population size, to look at their sport budget size over in Mexico and these other countries versus Belize, and to see and to understand that these young men are performing beyond these restrictions, beyond these constraints.
It's like a Daniel and Goliath.
It's like a Daniel and Goliath. I heard the commentator yesterday in a little bit of Spanish, where I know I commentate in the Spanish. He referred to our participation in these games as heroic.
Oh.
Right? He said it's a heroic participation. I don't think that, at least from the commentators' side, that they expected for Belize to perform so well. But I always knew from the start that these guys had the fight in them. They
Yeah.
had that David against Goliath energy in them. And so we look forward to welcoming them home. It's a bronze. Not everybody celebrate bronze.
We
But for
celebrate
me,
bronze.
I do, because I see growth for Belize basketball, and this also qualifies us for the Pan American Games. This is all Americas
Yeah.
now, so South America, North America.
So it gets much harder now.
It gets much harder.
And that's set to take place when?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just know we qualify for the Pan American Games, which now puts us at a different level, but it keeps these guys together
Yeah.
as well. It keeps the energy and the momentum building, and it sets us as fans, as Belizeans, it sets us up to see some much bigger games from our Belize team on a much bigger stage. So I'm super proud of them.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was also what was expressed when Mr. Leslie came on the show. He said that they are working towards being present at the Pan American Games too.
And this
so,
is this.
So
does
they got
that
what
for
they
them.
set out to do.
Right. So you never get gold, but now you get to go to another level.
Yeah,
That's amazing. I catch cool see that now to think about it. But yeah, we want to say congratulations to Team Belize on a hard-fought games, and for coming out on the podium with a podium finish like this one.
All right. Well, let's move things along, Paul. Perhaps we could switch into a little bit more of some heavier news. I know what made headlines last night was a report of a young man who was reported shot and killed. You were able to speak with a resident in the community who happened to be the grandmother, or a grandmother, speaking on the fact that her grandsons were detained by police officers, but she feels that they got the wrong people. They got it wrong. And I think there's so many ways that we could look at this story. One, condolences to the family of the young man. Another young life has been lost. But also to the families, the homes, and a lot of times these persons who go on record and deny that their children are involved in these criminal activities.
Yeah, so in the immediate aftermath of the murder incident, police, an operation led to the detention of several young men in a property that's just a stone's throw away from the Swift Hall. The incident occurred in front of the Swift Hall. The victim, 18-year-old
Ewart
Hernandez, he's a resident of Lord's Bank. He works at a print shop here in Belize City, based on information we received from a family member. And he is like a technician. So he services printers, scanners, these sort of equipment. Police and family members aren't quite sure as yet what he was doing in the area, but according to police, he stopped on his motorcycle at the junction of the entrance to Swift Hall and Vernon Street, and it was while he was parked on his motorcycle there that two young men approached him. One brandished a firearm, pulled out a firearm, and opened fire in his direction and fired a single shot, and that single shot claimed his life. And in the immediate aftermath of this incident, the police operation, like I said earlier, led to the detention of a group of young men from an area just right down the street from Swift Hall. And we saw the commotion happening, and so we decided to take a stroll down that side. And that's when this grandmother of these young men gave us an interview. And her thing was, every time something happened in that area, that she grandson their target, that she grandchildren their target. And she said that it's a repeated thing that's happening. And she says that she not believe her grandsons, her grandchildren involved in this incident. And when I asked her if her grandchildren are capable of doing these sort of things, she said that she know that they talking kind of foolishness, but she know that they not carry out what they say about like these sort of crimes. And so she doesn't believe personally that her grandchildren
would do such a thing.
Police says that they have detained one suspect that they were able to track through these police cameras across the city, and they stand by the detention of that suspect because they believe that the cameras gave them credible information, enough information to make that detention while they're seeking a second suspect. And so now I hear the relatives of these young men asking, if you've detained one suspect, why do you still have these 4 young men held? I don't know if one of the suspects is from that group, and if they're still being interrogated to try and figure out who the next individual is. But I see on social media that this grandmother is receiving a lot of backlash, right? A lot of backlash because she came to the defense of her grandchildren. I think it's natural for any family member, especially a matriarch, to come to the defense of their grandchildren
or children
when they feel a level of helplessness, right? Like, I don't know if we do right now, then there's someone behind some jail cell, I can't help them. So there's a level of helplessness there, and I understand that. And I think also because she's seen that authorities have repeatedly targeted her grandchildren, that frustration that has built up, she was able to express that yesterday, specifically about this incident. And I also think that, speaking from perhaps a place of ignorance, as parents and grandparents, like you were pointing out earlier, you don't always know what your children and grandchildren are doing out there. And so you kind of speak from a place of ignorance, because usually what you're exposed to, oh, he always the help around the house.
That's your granny?
Yeah.
You know I talk about what you do.
Right.
I mean, and that's just a hypothetical case. But I wanted to ask you, because I know that you oftentimes speak with people who are impacted by situations like this, where we might get on record, a mother, a sister, or a grandmother saying that their loved ones are being targeted. And oftentimes it follows the same type of expression where they feel like, they're wrongfully targeted. My child no do any type of thing there. That just where you come from, not just the community, or that the friends where you hang with and stuff like that. The story is almost always identical. And just as you said, there's a healthy amount of them who say, maybe they might do at least something smaller, but they don't do a big thing like that.
Murder.
But there are others who really stand in a level of ignorance, and you have to wonder if that's true for them. In the case of the grandmother, expressing that it's something that they talk about, but she does not necessarily feel that they would be capable of carrying out something like that. I think that's very ignorant of thinking that way, because I don't think it's normal for any person to express wanting to end the life of another person so loosely.
But people do, if you walk through these streets, people and say things like that. Why you must want why you don't know who you to play with. People say those types of things. Young men say those types of things if you're real. But I think at the end of the day, the emphasis here must be placed on the loss of a young
Yeah,
life,
absolutely.
the loss of a teenager, the grief and the pain that this family is feeling. That has to be the emphasis here. I spoke with two uncles that sped down from the north, far north, after they found out about this unfortunate incident. They were in utter shock and disbelief that such a young life was taken away from them. Their nephew at only 18 years old. And reports suggest, information suggests that he was wearing a chain and that it was a robbery turned murder as a result of that. Police didn't confirm that. Police said that they don't have that information, but that was the initial report we received, and we'll continue to look at it. Hopefully, we're able to speak to a family member today because we approached the family yesterday, but understandably, they were very distraught. But hopefully, we can speak to a family member today to learn more about Ewart and who he truly was.
Yeah. Well, another story that we are also following is that of two persons who went out to sea over the weekend and were reported missing. As of our report yesterday, we know that one person was recovered, that person being Albert Vaccaro, but Samuel Chi is still, people are still looking for Samuel Chi. I know that the Belize Coast Guard is now involved. I believe there are also people who are deep concerned. I know one of our colleagues actually knows the person, Samuel Chi. And so at this time, if there's anyone who might have information on the whereabouts of Mr. Chi, if you're familiar with the surrounding that they went fishing, please share some information. This is like one of my deepest fears, Paul. Yeah. Going fishing out at sea, first of all, you need to catch me per water top.
Yeah, I know you can't swim.
I can't swim. But this is something that I'm deeply scared of, going out at sea. I know there are people who also go fishing at nighttime, and to be stuck out there, whether, you know, it's your boat capsized or something happened, I can't imagine how both of these gentlemen felt in that moment. Thankfully, we were able to rescue Mr. Vaccaro, but knowing that Mr. Chi is still out there, not knowing if he's alive at this time, hopefully he is alive, I can imagine how deeply scared their family are.
So when I went to the KHMH yesterday to seek out the family of Mr. Ewart, I happened upon the family of Mr. Chi. Right? It was just coincidental.
The story just when it come to you.
Right. So I was looking for Mr. Ewart's family, and I asked this group that was standing right there at KHMH, and they said, no, we're not his family, we're the family of Mr. Chi. And they weren't willing to speak to me on record, like in an interview, but what they explained to me is that, well, first of all, they were upset. They were upset because one of these social media blogs, these social media news outlets that likes to get things wrong, published a story earlier in the day to say that both individuals were found, right? And that went viral. And so when they saw me, they recognized me as a news.
So you get it?
Listen, I take the fall for
the blog.
All wrongs that the media has done in the past. And I took it. I took it on because I understood their frustration. They were like, how dare a media house publish, right? And because people don't always understand the difference and can make the distinction, they generalize. People generalize the media house. How dare a media house will go out there and publish that Samuel Chi, the mother was there, my son has been found, when it's only Albert Vaccaro that has been found and my son is still missing. That's completely responsible of them. And I understood where they were coming from. And I tried to help them understand like the difference and that we're trying to be responsible in our reporting. And so that's why I'm speaking to them at the moment. And what they informed me is that Albert and Samuel reached out about 7 o'clock Sunday night to inform them that yes, then they left Keycocker and that they're on their way home, right, to Vista Del Mar. And it wasn't until late in the night that they realized, wait, these men, they haven't arrived as yet. And so they were quick to send out a signal to say that to the Coast Guard to file a report and say that these individuals were supposed to show up and they did not show up at this time, right? So what could have happened to them? And it wasn't until the following day, 11 o'clock Monday morning, that a joint operation between the Belize Coast Guard, the Belize Fisheries, and the Belize Port Authority, they were able to locate Mr. Vaccaro some 10 miles off the coast of Belize City, floating, right? Dehydrated, disoriented. And so they rescued him. Thankfully, he's alive. And a lot of people were saying, well, why they never interview Mr. Vaccaro to find out what truly happened? Well, when we spoke to the Coast Guard yesterday, Lieutenant Mark Chuck, who is the operations control over there at the Belize Coast Guard, he helped us to understand that Mr. Vaccaro was in such a state of dehydration.
He might have been delirious.
Right, that it wouldn't have made sense to interview him at the time. And when it comes to situations like that, what is most important is and priority is the health of the individual and the well-being of the individual to recover. And at the point where that individual would have recovered enough, perhaps they could get some more information in terms of having a conversation and an interview. So up to this point, we still don't know what happened between the trip from Keycocker to Vista Del Mar. We don't know what happened in between that time from 7 to when they didn't show up after 9 when the report was filed. So we don't know the circumstances in terms of how these individuals separated, Mr. Chi and Mr. Vaccaro. They still haven't found the vessel as yet, so we don't know where the vessel is. Samuel Chi is still out there. We don't know where he is. So there's limited details until perhaps a conversation can be had with Mr. Vaccaro at the point where he is in sound mind and healthy enough to share exactly what transpired. But I know there's a lot of family members and loved ones out there praying for Mr. Chi. There's just friends and generally Belizeans are praying for Mr. Chi.
And it's already about 36 hours
so it happened
Sunday?
7 o'clock. Well, they left 7 o'clock on Sunday. So yeah, we've certainly elapsed about 36 hours. I don't know what's the timeline in terms of how long this joint operation will search. Sometimes they usually go on for 3 days. That's like how long they conduct like intense search and then step back and assess the situation and see how they move forward from there. I don't know if they'll apply that, but it's some very questionable circumstances.
Well, I know that this topic was not on the list, Paul, but I only wanted to add it because it's something that happened recently and it was a little bit disturbing for me, but it adds to the situation that you were in yesterday where the family members felt very distressed and you know, concerned about these media blogs sharing false information. There was an accident that took place yesterday evening on the Philip Gosson Highway just before Halover Bridge.
We actually have video of that.
I want to say really quickly that I'm very concerned when these media blogs go about posting clips, whether it's, you know, clips that civilians would have taken while passing, posting it without blurring these persons. We saw an individual fly through the windshield. I imagine it was the windshield, and he was hanging from the top of the vehicle. And it was just plain to see. And I don't know at this time, we haven't gotten any updates because I know it didn't make the news last night, but we don't know if the person was alive. I'm assuming that the person died, but that is extremely traumatic for family members, for loved ones of that person. And I really, really want to appeal with the owners and the persons writing these posts to consider that when posting graphic images or videos of this nature. It traumatizes persons who might have made it alive from these accidents. It traumatizes the loved ones ones, and just people in general viewing this type of content. I really, really hope that we take that into consideration. And you know, when people come down on persons like you out on the field, not knowing that we abide by a different type of journalistic ethic, I think it's very frustrating, because just as the conversation, I think we got an interview from the Prime Minister yesterday regarding the broadcasting bill. Friday, regarding the broadcasting bill at the House meeting. This is something that I think we definitely need to talk more about, and I'm hoping that's also something that's considered in the bill.
100%, because even in the immediate aftermath of the unfortunate murder of Mr. Ewart, a media blog posted his lifeless body unblurred for a brief moment. I think they caught up that they didn't blur the image of somebody alive on the street, and so they went back and they blurred it. But even things like that, it causes undue and unnecessary trauma on the family, and even just on the general public. You're doing a disservice to your viewers, to those who follow you. So 100% I agree with you on that, and we're seeing more and more of these complaints, and it's just disheartening, especially for a journalist that, like you said, we try as best as possible to follow standards and guidelines, and then we have to take the fall to an extent, right? At least, or we have to take the backlash, because we don't take the fall, but we'll take the backlash. So I agree with you. Those conversations need to happen more. But it's Tuesday, Sabrina, and outside of all the heavy news that has been taking place, people look forward to KTV, the remix.
Are you going to be there tonight?
Tuesday night. Likely not.
Okay.
Let me see what today looks like. Well, I'll certainly be there next week for sure.
Okay.
But yes, tonight I'll have to see. But I know that a lot of people will be there. I know that the Bliss will be packed out. And so you have to get your tickets early. You could come on down to Greater Belize Media and Coney Drive, or go to 88 Shopping Center on Central American Boulevard to buy your tickets. It's only $5, and tonight is Latino night. I heard you say the other day that you probably won't understand anything they're singing, but you'll be enjoying the entertainment.
Absolutely. I know that, I know of a lot of like Latin songs. I know Bad Bunny, now a very popular artist right now that people are enjoying. But beyond that, I think what people would appreciate about tonight's show is that it's going to be a little bit different. You know, it's evolving as the competition gets closer to the end. I know that one person will be eliminated tonight versus two. It's only one, and that person will have to battle it out with the other person who would have gotten the lowest. Yes. Okay. So they're going to battle it out in song, and the judges will choose the best performer or the best performance of the night.
So the judges decide who stays. Yeah, the
judges not decide who stay home from the bottom two. Also, tonight there's going to be a group performance too. And I always look forward to that, because I think it kind of, you know, it showcases a little bit of creativity from Miss Giselle O'Brien. You know, she's the vocal coach that works with them over the weekend. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that performance will be. But ultimately, I want him to leave, you know, I want him to leave something. Give me something, como la flor, bidi bidi bam bam, anything. And I know that it's going to be another packed show, as Paul mentioned. It starts 8 p.m. At the Bliss. And so if you haven't purchased your tickets as yet, you still have some time to do so. I would not encourage you to purchase those tickets at the Bliss, though, because it just get way too crowded.
So I'm being told we have a guest judge tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's holding over for Andazi. Should I say the name?
I think you should.
This person is Latina to the bone.
Why? I feel like I know that who.
You know, I feel like you got a message.
I didn't.
So, yes, if you're guest, I'll give you a free ticket for going. This person, the Latina, this
Latina, not Latino.
No, as in they're in like that's their genre. That's a part of their genre, part of what they do. They understand the music. They understand.
Okay, because I was gonna say Santi.
No, it's
okay. So I have another.
A good guess.
I have another guess.
Okay.
I cannot remember her name, but is she a part of the band from Orange Walk?
What the name of the band?
Can't remember.
Right.
Roxy?
Yes.
Okay,
So
that's all right. Say good
Roxy
man.
will be our guest judge for tonight.
I love it.
Right? I love that too. I'm looking forward to seeing her.
I don't know why. Whenever I think of Roxy, I think of Give Me Five. When we made a thing, Hold the Donkey or something like that.
Yeah. Well, none of that tonight. Tonight, all about Latino. So Roxy is going to add a really good flair and twist to the show tonight. So we look forward to seeing her and hearing from her. I wanna please gonna take it like power guest judge. You know.
Thank you.
Over time, those well-established judge they grow thick skin. They know how to handle the criticism. But we guest judge, I wanna take it to a little light pan them, man, because you know. Then they do their best. If they give a 10, take the 10. If they give a 5, take the 5
at all.
Take the 5 if you deserve it. But yes, we have Roxy tonight.
All right. I just want to quickly jump into the comment section before we head to our weather. I see Samson Jacobs online saying good morning. Janelle Treheke saying good morning, my beautiful Belize. Samson saying big up us, Paul. I'm a Virgo too, September 14th. Ooh, isn't Beyonce a Virgo? You guys are good people.
Yeah,
okay, Michelle Samson saying, good morning, folks. I'm here. Ooh, she also celebrates her birthday in September the 13th. When is your birthday, Paul?
The 11th.
The 11th, okay.
Michelle is the 13th?
Yeah, she's the 13th. Jose Sandoval saying good morning. Wilbert Zelaya saying good morning. Michelle saying, and again, I would like to remind everyone to be careful when walking around with valuables. This has to do with the story with the 19-year-old Mr. Ewart. Saying keep them hiding even with phones. I see many women with phones in back pockets. I'm assuming that has to do with the alleged robbery that took place turned murder, and that's a very good point, Michelle. I wish we actually contributed that in the conversation. Jason Gary, good morning. Mish Hemsley. Michelle also saying they need to be sued so they can learn. I'm assuming that has to do with the online blog pages. Indeed. But thank you guys so much for contributing to the conversation. We appreciate it. Unfortunately, we are out of time now and we have to wrap things up. Gavin Gonga saying good morning from over this side of the Caribbean Sea, wherever you are. We'll now jump into our weather update from the folks from the National Meteorological Service.
Excellent. So this is our eye on the weather for this morning, courtesy the National Meteorological Service of Belize. Let's look at today's forecast. It's going to be sunny with a few cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. The showers or thunderstorms will be generally isolated, with a few more likely mostly over the southern and possibly some central areas tonight. So it's going to be a mixture of sunshine and rain. Isn't that life? Today's temperatures, it's going to be along the coast, it's going to be 89 degrees Fahrenheit on the higher end and 82 degrees on the lower end. Inland, we're looking at 94 degrees on the higher end and 73 on the lower end. And in the hills, 82 degrees on the higher end and 68 on the lower end. So it matches with the sunshine and the rain that's forecasted. Our extended forecast on Wednesday, we're looking at 88 degrees along the coast and 93 degrees inland. On Thursday, 89 along the coast, 94 inland, and it kind of repeats throughout the rest of the week on Friday and Saturday. Similar temperatures and similar temperatures for Saturday. Let's look now at our astronomical forecast. The sun rose this morning at 5:32 a.m. and it's going to set at 6:24 p.m. Then we have the moon rising at 10:26 p.m. tonight, and the moon is going to set tomorrow morning at 10:40 a.m. And now for our marine conditions. Let's look at those momentarily. We're going to see what the sea state is like for today, what you can expect from those winds as well. The marine conditions, the sea state is going to be choppy. Winds is going to be blowing from east at 10 to 20 knots. Today's tides, the low is at 8:08 a.m. and then a high tide at 1:59 p.m. and then we have another low at 7:51 p.m. and then tomorrow's high is at 1:55 a.m. And that does it for our eye on the weather, courtesy our friends at the National Meteorological Service of Belize. Sabrina, take it over.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much, Paul. And we are going to jump into our first break now, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be talking cultural diplomacy, a conversation with the ambassador of Japan.
Connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing star 100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
When a child is asked to marry or live like an adult in an intimate relationship before turning 18, this is called child marriage or early union. Belize law states that no one under the age of 18 can get married. Even with the alleged consent of parents, it is illegal.
To learn more, follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
When your baby feels comfortable, you feel confident. Because every little moment deserves protection you can trust. Kushkin's diapers are designed with ultra-absorbent layers that lock in leaks while staying soft, dry, and gentle on delicate skin. So your baby can play freely, and you can enjoy every smile without worry. Kushkin's diapers, comfort they feel, protection you trust. Kushkin's diapers and wipes are available countrywide at a supermarket near you.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy Inc. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together.
Sector insurance, home and property insurance does not only cover hurricane and fire. Your lifetime investment will also be protected from explosions, water damage, malicious damage, and more. So you can rest easy knowing your home is protected. Visit any Home Protector Insurance office near you to learn more.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our first conversation for this morning. And we have a special guest, flew in from Japan yesterday, arrived in Belize. First time in Belize. This is Ambassador Akira, right? Yamada Akira.
Yes.
Forgive me if I pronounce your name
that's
wrong,
fine,
but
that's fine.
you tried to help me understand the pronunciation
Yes.
earlier, and I truly appreciate that. And he has a long title, honestly, guys. Ambassador Akira does a lot.
Yes.
He's a special assistant to the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Japan. He's a special envoy for collaboration with communities of Japanese immigrants and descendants in Latin America. He's a special envoy for Japan in CARICOM relations and a special envoy for UN Security Council affairs. And he told us that that's all he placed on his card because that's all that could fit.
Yeah.
But there's more to him that he'll tell us about. But Ambassador, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure having you.
Me too. Thank you very much for inviting this excellent program.
Yes, so what has your first day in Belize been like?
Well, it was a very interesting. I have visited many Latin American and Caribbean countries during my career as a diplomat. But to my regret, I have not been able to visit Belize. So I'm very happy to be here. This is my first visit to Belize.
What is the Japanese demographic like here in Belize? The population. Do we have a large Japanese population here?
Yeah,
in
we
Belize?
don't have not many Japanese in Belize, but we have Japanese volunteers who are working in Belize, and we have a long history of the dispatching volunteers to Belize.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I met a volunteer and also these old OG of the volunteers.
OG of the volunteers.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They live. They got married with a Belize, Belize man, and they live in Belize.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about the work you do. We listed out a lot of your titles.
Yes.
Tell us a bit
Well,
about
this
what
time
you do.
I came here as with two faces.
Okay.
One is as a government official or this special assistant to the minister related to the Latin American and Caribbean. Well, so I will have a meeting with government officials and exchanging views on the Japan-Belize relationship. Well, Japan attaches much importance to the relation with Central American countries as well as the CARICOM countries. And Belize is only one country who is a member of the both SICA and CARICOM. And one of the elements which one of the proof that Japan attaches importance to the Belize is that the Japanese government has recently decided to provide grant aid to reconstruct swing bridge.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And this decision was already made, and I understand bidding will be made soon, and so the reconstruction operation will be will start next year. I think a swing bridge is a very important monument or bridge for the Belize people. So I hope that this Japanese cooperation will be a good symbol of the friendship between Japan and Belize.
What do you think about the design?
Well, I am not involved in the design.
Yeah,
so.
but have you seen it? Have you seen?
Yes,
well, you would have had to cross the swing bridge.
Yes. Yesterday I crossed the current swing bridge.
Well, I think the design is beautiful, and I know that in Belize we appreciate this partnership specifically with the swing bridge because it's such a historic it's such a historic location and a monument for us here in Belize City. And the opportunity to replace it came through this partnership, and it's been long overdue. And so certainly Belizeans appreciate it. So you're going to be having a discussion with Belizean officials and diplomats. And then you're also here to talk about Japanese pop culture.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
In the Foreign Ministry of Japan, I am considered as an expert of Japanese pop culture, above all, expert of manga. During my career of a diplomat, I made a lot of conference or lectures on manga in Spain, in Brazil, in Mexico, or in other Latin American countries, mainly in Spanish and in Portuguese.
For people who might not know or be familiar with manga, what is manga?
Yes.
Manga is comics, Japanese comics. You know Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so
I grew up watching Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Anime. So you know anime. So
Yes, we know
many
anime.
Japanese anime based on these its original or story is manga, comics. So in Japan, manga is very popular for many years after the Second World War, and probably anime is first became more popular in foreign countries. But now in many countries, Asia, Europe, Latin America, or whatsoever, the Japanese anime and the Japanese manga are enchanting people, above all the young peoples. So if we see some festival on Japanese pop culture, many young guys and kids are gathering to enjoy the manga, anime of the figures and the J-pop as well.
I'll tell you, there are many people here in Belize who would love to hear your lecture on that. As you pointed out in the start of the conversation, we have a small population of Japanese or the Japanese community. However, their impact and influence is very large in Belize here. Annually, they host an event called Japan Day. And it brings about several businesses, small businesses, larger businesses who have some type of influence or attachment to the Japanese culture. So anime, I know of a group online called the Animaniacs here in Belize, and then I know, of course, there are several people who sell different products that are associated with that. So for your lecture that will be publicly available for people to attend, what can they expect from your presentation?
Well, I explain how the manga anime has a power in Japan, in the Japanese society, as well as in the international community. And I also explain the history of the development of Japanese manga. Also, I explained a little bit about this J-pop. Last year I made a lecture in Spain. 8 hours on the Japanese pop culture, manga, anime, J-pop, and these Japanese food and Japanese sightseeing, tourism. But I don't have much time tonight. So I probably focus on these manga and its influence in Japan and in the international community.
I find it quite intriguing that manga is such a huge part of Japanese culture, so much so that you have experts like yourself that are able to deliver lectures on this. Did you grow up with manga as a part of your personal life as well?
Yes. For many Japanese, manga and anime is one of the important part of this growing up. So when I was a high school student or a primary school boy, I read manga, and now I'm still reading a manga.
You still up to today's day?
Well, in Japan, manga and anime is not only created for children only. So many creators of manga and anime, they are trying to create manga or anime, the masterpiece of manga anime, which can appeal to the old generation.
How do you explain that to someone who might not understand the culture or the art behind manga and anime? Because for a common viewer who might not have been able to embrace this, they might look at anime as cartoon or as manga as a basic comic book that children might enjoy. How do you explain that there are adults who appreciate the storylines or appreciate the development of characters as well in these types of artistic nature?
Yes, I understand that the Japanese manga or Japanese anime is, I think, much more complex and complicated story and very variety of the character design. So this is not a very simple comic or simple cartoon. So this story is very complicated, such as like a movie. So as I said, these creators trying to make a masterpiece to appeal these all the generation, not only for kids, but naturally they think about children. So understandable for children, but interesting for adults as well. This is, I think, a condition of the masterpieces of manga or anime.
How does attending a lecture like this help us to better understand Japanese culture?
Well, I understand the manga and anime is a window through which you can understand the culture, society of Japan, because theme of these manga is a very variety, and for example, the time is very different to the ancient time or future or today's, and the theme is a very variety. The sports, culture, or the politics, or even in very complicated economy and business. Also, this school life. So you can you can see or you can understand the various aspects of a Japanese society through reading manga or watching anime.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, it is a very frequent question to me.
Right,
or a favorite genre? What's your style? What's your type of genre that you like to watch or read?
Not necessarily, but my answer is Dragon Ball, because I watched anime or I read manga with my son when he was young, and Dragon Ball is all-time best manga, all-time anime for in the international community. Wherever I visit, when I, for example, assist some events, almost everybody or many young guys know what is Dragon Ball.
Yes.
And you can understand these Kamehameha pose.
Kamehameha.
So even you know, so everybody knows Dragon Ball.
You know who Goku is?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
now,
that's so cool.
I know it is, and I just want to insert a quick plug that GBM will be airing Japanese culture videos on our daytime lineup starting this August as well. So that's exciting. We'll be able to highlight even more Japanese culture and that relationship that we strive to continue.
That's here on our television station. We'll be airing more Japanese culture videos and programs here so that Belizeans our audience can be more exposed to the culture, the Japanese culture.
Now, there's one question that I want to ask you, and I'm not sure, Ambassador, if you've been able to do a little bit of history on Belize or learn a bit more about the culture here in Belize. But one of the things I've always appreciated is you would find that countries or cultures might be so different, but also similar in some ways as well. Based on your travels and the experiences that you've had, have you identified anything that Belize and Japan might share similarly with its culture?
Well, Belize is and Japan is a country of the sea. Japan is surrounded by the sea, and we always attach the importance to these sea resources natural resources which the sea provides. So we attach much importance to these protecting the environment of the sea, and also we attach much importance to these international order, international law related to the sea. So when Japan think about the relationship with CARICOM countries, CARICOM countries also, they are countries of sea. So we would like to build a better international community in which the state of law and rule of law is respected. So I think the CARICOM countries and the SICA countries are very important partner in the international community, such as the United Nations. Even though Belize is maybe a small country, but in the international committee, such as the United Nations, I think the Belize is a very important partner. So we would like to, when I was Director General of Latin America and the Caribbean Affairs Bureau, I attached much importance to the strengthening our relation with CARICOM. So when I was the Director General, Prime Minister Abe visited Caribbean region, and he hosted the first Japan CARICOM summit meeting. So then the Japanese government is always thinking how we can strengthen our relationship and strengthen our ties between Japan and CARICOM, including naturally Japan and Belize.
Excellent. So the lecture is tonight.
Lecture tonight is not about the Japan CARICOM or Japan Belize.
No, it's more lighthearted.
Yes, right.
Pop
It's more
culture.
lighthearted.
Yes,
It's tonight at 6:30 at the Belize Institute of Management.
Yes.
Remind us one more time what the lecture will be about.
The lecture will be the Japanese pop culture, focusing on manga. How the manga in Japan has been developing after the Second World War. How manga has the power or the influence in the Japanese society, and how Japanese manga is accepted in the international community, and what is and also I touch upon a little bit about anime and the J-pop, or which J-pop songs is now popular in Japan and in the world.
Okay. So we can't, because this is also a cultural exchange,
Yes.
I can't leave without asking you to teach me a word, a Japanese word,
yes.
right? So it's simple. I want to learn how to say thank you. in
Arigato.
Japan.
That's a word.
That's a very simple one, right?
Arigato.
Yes.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Do you have a word you think you want to learn?
How about open your eyes?
Open your eyes.
目を開いて。eyes is 目。
目。
目を開く。open is 開く。そう。open your eyes 目を開いて。目を開いて。
開いて。
目を開いて。
開いて。
開いて。目を開いて。Okay. 目を開いて。
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 Arugate.
ありがとう。
Arigato.
ありがとう。
Arigato, Ambassador.
ありがとう。Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Alrighty, that was wonderful. Well, we do have to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will be joined by representatives of Digi talking about their back to school promotion. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Is not just a place, it's the vacation capital of the world. Mexican Caribbean, the vacation capital.
KTV The Remix Season 8 is bringing the heat every Tuesday night. Experience Belize's biggest singing competition live from the Bliss as your favorite contestants battle it out on stage with unforgettable performances. The show starts at 8 p.m. sharp, so don't be late. Get your tickets today at Greater Belize Media on Coney Drive or 88 Shopping Center. and come be a part of the excitement. KTV The Remix Season 8, where Belize's next superstar takes the stage. See you every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on GBM.
Every business starts with a vision. And everyday Belizean entrepreneurs are turning that vision into reality.
Hi, I'm Rosalie, General Manager of Cards and Merchant Services at the Belize Bank. Today, I am proud to introduce our new solution designed specifically for Belize's small and medium-sized businesses.
Introducing the Belize Bank Advantage MasterCard SME Business Credit Card. Whether you're managing everyday expenses, purchasing inventory, or investing in growth, this card gives your business the flexibility to move forward with confidence. Applying is easy. Visit any Belize Bank branch and speak with one of our SME officers. We'll help you find a solution that best fits your business. Your business is building Belize's future. Let Belize Bank help power what's next.
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
Her phone, her laptop, her whole life in this apartment. If anything happens, it's more than just a loss. It's everything. RF&G Renters Insurance helps protect what matters most, even when you don't own the place.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Running a business means every dollar counts.
As a business owner, you face different challenges every day. You need cash flow on hand as soon as you can.
With Belize Bank's same-day settlement, transactions settled by 4 p.m. are credited the very same night.
The same-day settlement will definitely make a difference for my business because I know I have money in the bank so I can pay my suppliers, my staff, etc.
Faster access to your funds, better cash flow, greater control. And with auto settlement, it's done for you every day. Same-day settlement from Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Welcome back, welcome back. We're jumping into our second conversation and we are joined by our friends from Digi here to talk about back to school promotion. Smart deals for a new school year. Now, you would remember, Paul, they were here a couple weeks ago talking about those very same back to school promotions. And so this is an update to that. We have here with us Miss Lorena Martinez and Charla Koch, both Senior Solutions representatives from Digi. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right. Now, I know that we are still in the thick of the summer. Families are enjoying, or kids, I should say, are enjoying the break away from school. But parents, they have to get those school supplies in order and get those preparations going for back to school. And a big part of that also includes stopping in at your local telecommunications stores. And Digi, of course, is an important stop. Miss Lorena, what are you guys planning for back to school?
Well, we have a variety of offers going on that are catering to our teachers and our students primarily. The one that I am here to talk about is our mobile offers.
Okay.
So we have 3 of our postpaid plan on promotion. Those plans include the starter, like the plus plans. And with this, teachers and students can get and enjoy 2 months discounted service, so they get 50% off for the first 2 months on any of these 3 plans that I mentioned. And then after the promotion, it reverts to the standard price. So now I want to highlight, as part of this, our plus plan, which is our unlimited plan for one person. And with this promotion, you would be paying as low as $68 for the first 2 months. So you enjoy unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data.
Why would a postpaid plan or a plan like this be useful for a teacher first?
So for a teacher, of course, you're on the go. Teachers often, you know, they spend long times traveling, getting to their schools, likewise going home. This can be a way of, you know, jump-starting their research, preparing for the next day's session or the next week's session, getting a head start while they're traveling, or you know, keeping in touch with their kids. We have teachers who are also parents who may be going to a high school, a sixth form. That is one way of keeping them connected while they're on the job, but still wearing that mommy or daddy hat.
Yeah. So I'd like us to take a step back, because we're not just going to gloss over the 50% deals, right? What are those plans? What do they entail?
So like I mentioned, the plus plan is our one-person unlimited plan, going as low as $68. And if you're more on a budget, we know you have the other 2 plans, which is the starter. That plan you can enjoy up for just $28 for the first 2 months.
Oh wow!
You get 12 gigs of data, unlimited talk, unlimited text, and then of course you have the middle plan, which is the light plan. I happen to have that plan, and it works pretty well for me. I enjoy 40 gigs of data, unlimited minutes, unlimited text, and on this promotion you get to enjoy your first 2 months for as low as $50.
Yeah, 12 gigs of data is a good amount for $28.
So it's our starter plan, and again, this would be ideal for a student. You know, feel your way through, depending on how many data they have to use. My recommendation would be for a student to start with a starter plan. If you're at the university level now, you might require a little bit more data, and you have the option to step up to the light plan.
So after the 2 months, does it go back to the 135?
It goes back to the 135.
All right, I just want
so you get that 2 months relief, 50% off. You get, and this is ideal for customers who are wanting to try the postpaid service. This is the opportune time to experience, you know, how it works, what you get, what works for you, what works for your budget, while enjoying those savings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really good. So it's a month's plan for 50% off, and you get the deal for 2 months. That's essentially what we're looking at.
Correct.
All right. So what else is Digi offering under this back to school sale that you can tell us about?
Yeah. So besides the services, we also have the device promotion that is currently happening at all Digi stores. We have two special devices, two special models. That is the Samsung A07 and the ZTE Blade A56 Pro. That's currently at a discounted price in store. So for the Samsung A07, customers can walk away with a brand new Samsung device for $209. That's in store.
That's what you're seeing on screen there, the blue one?
Yes, that's the blue one, correct. And for the ZTE Blade A56 Pro, customers can purchase this for $229. I know this advertisement shows the marketplace. However, this took in effect last week, and so far our marketplace deals are sold out. So it's only the in-store promotion.
What's the difference between the two phones? Because it's only a $20 difference.
Yeah, that's right. So for the Samsung A07, that comes with a less storage. So for the internal storage, it's 64 gigabyte and 4 gigabyte RAM.
Okay.
As opposed to the ZTE Blade A56 Pro, it comes with a higher storage. It's 128 gigabyte with 12 gigabyte RAM.
Okay. 12 gigs of RAM?
Yes, that's right.
For $20 difference?
For only $229, you get 12 gigs of RAM?
Exactly.
Yes,
You're
that's
sure?
right. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a really good spec.
Yeah, it's really good, especially for teachers or students to keep their, because I know for students that goes to university, they would tend to have like their drive on their phone, their login, their Google Classroom or Moodle or etc.
And a phone with 12 gigs of RAM could handle stuff like that.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It could store all your apps, your documents, and so forth. So it's a really great deal and a high storage when it comes to the A56 Pro.
I gather the aspect ratio is also a seller with these phones in terms of the size of the screen and the quality or the vibrancy of it as well.
Yes. The display is 6.75 or 6.75 inch, so it's a really great display when it comes to the phone. So it's you have enough space in your hands, like enough visible display and what's not when it comes to the devices. So it's not like something small or anything to that sort. It's really a nice size when it comes to the actual display of the phone.
So where can we take advantage of this deal and for how long?
So the promotion is up until August 15th. However, like I mentioned, it is while supplies last. I mean, we had a certain quantity for our DigiWallet marketplace, and that was sold out last week. Being that it was at a lower price, so a customer rushed to the marketplace to purchase their device. But the in-store is valid up until August 15th or while supplies last. So visit any Digi store countrywide and you can take advantage of these deals. Also, we have our partners, Solar World, who also have the in-store promotion as well.
What are some other devices that people can purchase when they stop at these stores?
We have a wide range of other devices. When it comes to the Samsung, we have the A series. So it's not only the A07 that is at our store location. However, it's only the A07 that's on promotion for the back to school. So we have new releases like the A27, the A37, A57 Samsung devices. We also have the S series as well, the S26 series. When it comes to the ZTE Blade, we do have other models in that version. It's ZTE Blade A36, the 56 Pro, the V70 Max, and of course these comes with a wide variety of when it comes to the camera specs, the storage, and the capacity of the device. So it ranges from model to model.
Talk a bit about why Digi is prioritizing students and teachers at this juncture.
So, with technology, everybody is connected, despite of your age, right? So this is the opportune time to get your device for your child or for yourself as a teacher. Like I said, we're giving you savings, so why not take advantage of it? But back to your question everybody needs to stay connected at the end of the day. we always say that a phone used to be a luxury, but now it's a necessity.
Absolutely.
Right? So this is the opportune time. And for our students as well, we have, as part of our mobile offer, we're offering free SIMs. So free prepaid SIMs to students only.
Wow.
And this is countrywide. If your student is under the age of 18, then a parent would need to accompany them to the office to get them signed up to register the SIM under their name. And these SIMs come preloaded with data and credit.
Wow.
So you're getting the free SIM and you're getting
Free
value-added
data.
services
Yeah.
as part of this promotion.
I noticed.
Again, you're saving that $22.50 that you would ordinarily pay for a SIM.
And it comes with some credit
And
too.
it comes with credit and data, so you're walking out fully connected. It's while supplies last, like Charlotte said, it's available countrywide. So I urge, parents to take the time, visit the office and take advantage of the offer.
Yeah, I note that with the phone, you could get your phone, you could get your data, and you could spend under $300 one stop phone, data, and you set.
And you won't get this anywhere else.
Clearly you won't get this anywhere else. But that's a really convincing way to put it.
Right.
And I'm also thinking, besides cell phone devices, there are other things that teachers might want to get that they can also shop at Digi and purchase as well. What are some other devices?
I'm glad you asked that question because we also have our Digi One plans that are also on promotion, similar to our mobile. Customers who sign up for a new Digi One plan get to enjoy 50% off for the first 2 months. If you're signing up for a new installation, you also get to enjoy free installation. So with our Digi One plans, we have different price ranges. With the Elite plan, which is our featured plan, customers get to enjoy 200 megabits per second of speed. They get their home phone. They get a free mobile line. So that comes with unlimited talk, text, and data. This is monthly, may I add. They get free Digi TV. And they also have the option of adding up to 6 additional mobile lines. And each mobile line is for as low as $35.
Wow.
So you get 50%. So the 50% deals don't end with what you were talking about earlier. You have way more 50%
with the
deals
Digi.
there.
We're trying to think about everything that a teacher and a student would need.
And imagine all of that for $110 for 2 months.
Free Digi
So you're
TV,
saving half.
Free home phone, free unlimited mobile plan, and up to 6 unlimited lines.
So that's
for $35 per person.
So I couldn't go and block the giveaway.
I know, right?
Man. Come on.
But there's also the starter plan too for $40.
So you're something more budget friendly.
And you get a free school bag and free installation.
Yes, while supplies last, mind you. So
supplies last.
visit your office. And again, just to highlight here, of course, to qualify, we would need to confirm that yes, indeed, you're a teacher. Yes, you're a student. And so teachers and students have the option of bringing either their teacher's ID or their teacher's license. For the student, they can bring their ID, their report card, or a simple enrollment letter would work.
Now for Digi TV, just to remind people, what do you get on Digi TV in terms of like channels and whatnot?
There's a wide variety. So you have movies, you have documentaries, you have cartoons, you have sports.
Local channels.
Local channels. You could watch your news live in the comfort of your home. And the streaming is uninterrupted, very good quality. Once you sign up for a Digi One plan, you automatically get Digi TV. So you get your login. You log in either on your device, you log in on your TV, and you get to enjoy the service.
All right.
For free.
For free. I actually have Digi TV.
Do you?
Yeah. I just don't watch TV.
And some of the latest movies are available on Digi TV. The latest. When I mean the latest.
Maybe that's more convincing.
Yeah.
If you want to spend some time watching a latest movie,
make the time.
Make the time. Correct.
And enjoy the service. You already have it.
You already have it. I mean, if you have internet, you could basically automatically have Digi TV with the lowest plan there.
With the Digi One, yes.
Yes.
So Digi TV is included in all our Digi One plans.
Yes.
Right?
See? All right. Well, let's remind again our viewers of the devices and the plans, the deadline for them, although I know it's when supplies last.
That's right. It is while supplies last. And adding to what Ms. Laure was explaining with the Digi One service, besides the mobile plan, the internet plan, and the actual phones, we actually have laptop bundles as well. So when it comes to these laptop bundles, customers are able to, any customers who sign up for a Digi One plan or they upgrade their Digi One plan and they're interested in a laptop and a printer, they're able to pay the price for the laptop only, which is $649, and they receive a free HP printer. So this is for the service sign up. If you sign up for a Digi One or if you upgrade your Digi One,
yes,
you get a discounted price.
Yes, you get a discounted price. So you only pay the price for the laptop itself, which is $649, and the printer itself you get for free. We also have a next laptop bundle. This is the standard, which we refer to as the standalone, meaning that you don't necessarily have to sign up for a service or upgrade a service. If you just want the laptop bundle, the printer and the laptop itself, you can get this for $799.
That was the first one.
Yes, this is for $799.
So you also get a free flash drive.
Yes, for the free flash drive is applicable to both bundle. If you're a teacher or a student, you're eligible for a free flash drive. That is the bonus.
I live with a teacher. My wife is a teacher, so I know the importance of printers. The teacher is that I need a printer, I could get a printer, no, I could get a printer.
Yes, we can.
For free.
Yes, you can.
And it's a nice brand, an HP brand.
Yes,
it's an all-in-one for printers.
All-in-one printers, scan, copy, both black and colored printing. You're able to connect through Wi-Fi or through the HP Smart app and just print. It's a really nice printer for like you said, a teacher daily use, print their lesson plans, print their activities for the day for the students. So it's a really nice laptop bundle. And of course, for teachers and students, we know that, well, for teachers, they create a lot of lesson plans. For students, they do a lot of assignments, and we're giving them back with that free flash drive, so they don't have to worry about that storing their documents or anything to that sort, because we're offering the free 64 gigabyte flash drive. And of course, same eligibility criteria like what Ms. Laure mentioned: a teacher's license, unemployment letter, or for the students, a student ID, a report card or anything to that sort to be eligible for the free flash drive.
All right. Well, ladies, there's definitely something for everyone, I think, here. Yes. So we encourage you guys to take advantage of those promotions as early as possible, especially since it's while supplies last. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And we wish you guys all the best.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, we do have to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. Our next conversation will be highlighting the future of Dangriga. We'll be speaking with mayoral aspirant Crystalline Castillo.
Any other summer day in Belize, I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
KTV The Remix Season 8 is bringing the heat every Tuesday night. Experience Belize's biggest singing competition live from the Bliss as your favorite contestants battle it out on stage with unforgettable performances. The show starts at 8 p.m. sharp, so don't be late. Get your tickets today at Greater Belize Media on Coney Drive or 88 Shopping Center. And come, be a part of the excitement. KTV The Remix Season 8, where Belize's next superstar takes the stage. See you every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on GBM.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Her phone, her laptop, her whole life in this apartment. If anything happens, it's more than just a loss. It's everything. RF&D Renters Insurance helps protect what matters most, even when you don't own the place.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows, each generation building on the last and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
I'm a licensed electrician for 15 years. Safety is always an electrician #1 priority. I shop at Benny's. Benny's give me high quality, durable material. Cheaper doesn't mean safety. Cheaper means danger. When I think about safety, I think about Benny's. Remember, at Benny's, quality is saving.
Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings. See you at the store.
The next station is not just a place. It's the vacation capital of the world, Mexican Caribbean. Do you know why we are the capital of vacations? Because no other place on earth brings together so many ways to vacation in one single destination. Every vacation imaginable. Mexican Caribbean, the vacation capital.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected, to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA, so you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. We're switching the conversation over to politics and community leadership. And we have joining us on set Crystalline Castillo, who's a mayoral aspirant for Dangriga, as well as Mr. Francis Marin, who's a councillor candidate and a campaign manager. And they're both hoping to run under the UDP banner, correct?
Correct.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure having both of you. Thanks for taking the drive all the way from Dangriga to be here with us. I think it's important to have this conversation, and I have to say I really appreciate the generational representation that we have here on set this morning.
For sure.
We have our young fella here, and we have our younger lady joining us as well. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning
So
again.
let's start with you, Ms. Castillo. What got you to this position?
That question has been posed to me quite some time, a few times, simply because of maybe my gender and of course my age. Why politics? And I always go back to the fact that I always wonder in the community that I grew up in if I was going to be able to grow in that community. Opportunities, the development, having Dangriga reaching its full potential. And my mom would always say, if you don't have a solution to a problem, then it's useless complaining. And so this is how I want to be a solution to the problems I see in Dangriga. From pageantry, some people might remember me from pageantry. I garnered the community responsibility, the volunteering and helping the participation in what I would want to see. And so it's funny how pageantry mirror politics, because it's all about helping your community. And so my passion is always about bringing Dangriga to where it truly belongs and where it needs to be. And so politics is just another step in my journey.
But really, pageantry and politics, although they mirror each other, it's a completely different game. And some people often call it kind of like the boys club, you know, to see a female step forward and present herself, and even more a young female. I could imagine there's a level of intimidation involved in that, especially representing what you would hope to be the UDP. You would hope to represent the UDP. I know that there's a convention set to take place. What has the experience been like being a part of the United Democratic Party and having other people like Mr. Marin alongside yourself in this experience?
The experience has been phenomenal.
Okay.
Nothing short of spectacular. One of the major experiences that I have is going house to house. This journey has been taking place from last year, you know, as soon as the general elections was over. When I decided that I wanted to be the next aspiring mayor of Dangriga, I knew it couldn't just be 3 months before a convention election. I knew that I had to put in the work. And knocking on the doors of people and talking to people really warms my heart. It allows me to see Dangriga from a different perspective. It allows me to see the challenges from different lens. I might have this view, but going and speaking to the people that see is looking through another lens or from another perspective allows me to see a holistic picture of what we're facing, of what we need to do differently. And I must say that it has been welcoming, it has been warm. Very few people has told us, I don't want to see you. They are honest about not wanting to be involved in politics a lot, but they're still open to hear our thoughts. They're still open to just listen to us and share their discontent. And I think that's where it starts, right? We need to know, we need to hear what the hard truth, what others might not want to say, and that is where it starts to make a difference. So it has been great.
I want to bring Mr. Marin into the conversation. What brought you to this point?
Well, for me, the excitement is of a different nature. I've been involved in the United Democratic Party for about 30 years or so. And so I have seen the UDP at its high, when it was ruling party, going to charge of government. And I've seen the decline of the recent conflict within the party. Now there's a rebirth. So I'm involved in it from that perspective. I gladly would like to contribute my energies to this rebirth and the eventual climb back to its maximum potential.
Wow. So how can you contribute to it?
Well, I have a lot of experience within the Dangriga community. I've been there for that 30 years. All of my political experience has been in Dangriga, nowhere else. I have not served at the national level. I've only served at the local level, both at the executive for the community and in other being some of the street captains. So I have that experience. And because I am intimately involved with the people, the citizens, the voters, I bring that experience to Team Crystalline.
How has your long-standing involvement in politics shaped your life and people's perception of you?
Well, I have a very colorful career, professional career. I was a member of the Belize Defense Force. I retired as a major, a senior ranking officer. Then I went into education, teaching science. I became the principal of the Agriculture and Natural Resource Institute, ANRI, which is an agriculture high school. And I had the opportunity to teach at Georgetown Tech and at Toledo Community College in Punta Gorda. So as an educator, I interact with a lot of young people. And now those young people from my educational career are now voters. They're all over 18. And I interact with them now in a different level, at a different level, not as a principal or a teacher and a student. Now it's a voter versus a potential council candidate.
Yes.
So the interaction is, well, it is based on respect, of course, in both directions. And now that they're adults and they can talk to me in a freer, less constrained way, they are prepared to share with me the issues concerning the community. If they feel strongly about this particular issue in the community, it's no longer, they're not talking to their teacher no more. They're talking to somebody who is interested in assisting in solving that community issue.
It might not be as filtered.
That's a very nice way to put it.
You know, I'm also thinking of the 3 decades of experience that you have had in politics, Mr. Marin. What is it about Crystalline that made you believe in her and her ability to lead as mayor in Dangriga?
Two approaches to that question there. Her dad is my very good friend.
Okay.
And he is also the vice chair of the United Democratic Party nationally.
Okay, that's Mr. Castillo.
Yes, John Castillo. Yes. So he and I have been involved in the same political arena for about 30 years as well. So there's a familiar relationship there, familiarity, and then the enthusiasm that Crystalline brings to the campaign is outstanding.
Okay.
So Crystalline, let's talk about some of the issues that Dangriga is facing, and what are you hearing from the general public?
There are quite a few things, I must say, and if I had to choose one, it's the opportunities, most importantly the economic opportunities that Dangriga suffers with, and this has been something for a very long time. Outside of that, it's the parks and the playgrounds. Oftentimes we hear mothers especially saying, I have nowhere to take my children if it's not alcohol or if it's not at the beach dancing with adult censored activities. I have nowhere to take my kids. And I couldn't help but reflect on the days when I was a child. I grew up right along a football field, and a block away was a park. And there is where we used to go and play football and interact with friends and neighbors. And there is where we harness a lot of our talent. I know a lot of great footballers that came from Dangriga, that is from Dangriga. And it's all because of these parks and playgrounds that might seem so little to us right now, but had a great part to play in who we are. And sports and all those things help to nurture dedication and discipline. And we look to the world today and we wonder, why is it not the same like a decade ago? And we fail to realize that these are the little things that really builds up the foundation of the future. And when we chip on that, when we chip away on those little things, we eventually start to see something different. And we live in a world where we enjoy instant gratification. We have a solution to the problem now. We want to see the results tomorrow. And sometimes that's not the case. So those two things really are the pressing issues, of course, outside of the streets and the drains and the garbage that are always reiterated on these campaign trail. But outside of that, it's just the economic development and where children could go to harness their talents.
No, I know for a fact that you'll get an opportunity to delve much deeper into these issues after the convention, based on the convention results.
Right.
You've put together a team for the convention. Tell us a bit about that team.
We have, on our team, what is unique to our team is we have different gender. We have male and female. We have younger and not so young. And that was important to us. We also have different ethnicities in our team. That is important. Representation is important. And we don't want to say out with the old and in with the new when it comes to the younger generation, because we do need guidance. We do need structure and we do need the knowledge. And some knowledge could only be taught through time. And like Mr. Marin has expressed, is he has learned these things. And so we lean on these people that has the experience and want to share these experiences. But we also have the young and the vibrant and the innovative that think outside of the box, that are energetic and wants to go and get these things and are hungry, and who has lived in the past in Dangriga for the past maybe 10 years and see the lack of and have ideas, because there's a lot of people that is speaking out, but they just don't have the platform that they need, the right ears to listen to, the right avenue to take. And so this team is comprised of all those people that are hungry for a change. And when you look at the team, are all people who are actively involved in our community. We have Mr. Stephen Lowry. Every Sunday evening he dedicates to football with the kids. He just create different, invite different teams to come out and play, and he undergo these football Sunday evening. That's all that he does. And then we have entrepreneurs as well that understand the economic struggle of Dangriga, that are trying to make ends meet. And through their experiences, Mrs. Kiana Figueroa, she's one of the members of our team, she sells, prepare pastries and breakfast, and she goes out and she sells, and she partners with different businesses. So in that aspect, she understands the struggles of other small businesses that is in Dangriga as well. And then we have advocates of mental health. We have Mr. Gary Stitch Enriquez, where he served in the US and helped mental patients mentally, whether that is anxiety or depression, or, you know, he helps serve those types of people. And then we have Miss Keisha Chavez that also went through a period in her life where she found herself going through some emotional struggles, and she didn't let that take her down. She now advocate for young women. She also advocate that these ladies have a space on the table. So the entire team, everything that Team Crystalline does, we are intentional with everything that we do, because what we this time is we're showing Dangriga that we want to serve, and we could serve because of the things that we do. So everything is very intentional from our end.
And yourself, you've listed the background professionally of all other persons, but what have you been up to beyond pageantry and volunteering, professionally at least?
I'm also an entrepreneur. Okay. left Dangriga for 3 years, and I was working at Transparent BPO, where I was the engagement specialist, and I liaised with people from Jamaica, from Philippines. I was responsible for the site in Belmopan and Belize City when it comes to market event planning and encouraging the employees to come to work, planning games for Easter. I know we've heard all the great stuff that Transparent BPO does. And so in that came financial management. I had to make sure that each event is budgeted for, accounted for. I had to make sure that each site is taken care of, and that was over 1,500 employees that I had to ensure everybody got what they deserve. And from there, I had an opportunity to go home. We have 3 family businesses, and my brothers told me, look, we're taking over from the parents. We want our parents to retire. We're taking over. You need to come home. And when I ventured home, now I am the logistics and operation managers for the JNN's Culture Kitchen, all 3 branches. And that entails dealing with employees, solving problems, financial management as well. That also allows me to look at my siblings as not only siblings, but as partners in a business. And when times come and when challenges arises and things, I and my siblings and I need to know how to take care of these issues. And these are the qualities that a leader of Dangriga, that Dangriga need in a leadership.
Beyond the convention, Mr. Marin, why should Dangriga residents consider electing a UDP council?
That's a very good question. The Dangriga constituency has been suffering from low voter turnout for the past 3 or 4 election cycles. And that is something that we are all, there are 14 of us that will be competing against each other on Sunday.
This Sunday, right?
Yes, 14 people. That shows you the amount of excitement that has happened within the UDP circle. And out of those 14 people, there are 2 mayoral candidates. Crystalline is obviously one, and the voters are being asked to elect 1 mayoral candidate out of the 2. And out of the 12 councillor candidates, I am included in that 12, they are being asked to elect 6. Yeah. So that excitement there by itself is worth coming out and being a part of.
Right.
So we're asking the Dangriga voters to really come out and take part in the process. The bigger the turnout, the better the decision that will be made on Sunday.
Who can vote at the convention?
It's an open convention.
Open convention.
Yes, unless you are a serving member of the People's United Party, or you have served on the PUP Town Council, you are a campaign manager, you have been a representative in the past, you have been some kind of executive officer, then you are asked not to take part. But if you have been just a supporter of the PUP, and now you are a supporter of the UDP, you are more than welcome.
Wow.
So there will be nobody there saying, that person is a PUP, that person can't come in here and take part in this process. All the voters are welcome except the officials.
So it's also an opportunity for you all to gauge your support in Dangriga as well this weekend, to kind of get an idea of the work ahead.
Exactly.
Right? In terms of, all right, so it looked like we got a big amount, so we could continue build on that, or maybe we got one medium size amount and it's not satisfactory, so we have to work harder going into the municipal election. For you, Ms. Castillo, what's your what will be your mindset coming out of this convention, win or lose?
It has always been about the people of Dangriga. It has always been about taking Dangriga to where it should have been, to reach our maximum potential. And I have made my vow that whatever the results are, I am willing and able to work with whoever under the capacity to ensure Dangriga reach. And I'm on live television, and I'm sure this is recorded.
Yes, it is.
This is evidence of me saying this is beyond politics. And the younger generation is fed up with party politics, with the red and the blue, and we find fewer and fewer people voting for a party and for people. And that is a sign of encouragement for me, because now we are going with the mindset of let's make Dangriga better.
All right. Well, Guys, we certainly are excited to watch this one. We know that it's set to take place on Sunday.
Yes.
Remind us again of the location and the time of the convention.
So the location is at Holy Ghost Primary School. That's right across from the BDF compound, and polls open at 9.
Okay.
Yes, and it closes at 4.
Alrighty.
Well, we certainly will be following from here.
Could we give a shout out to one of our support staff?
100%. Go right ahead.
So today is one of the pillars of Team Crystalline. It's her birthday, Raquel Zuniga. I want to say happy birthday. She also happens to be she's also my best friend and one of my biggest supporters. So happy birthday. I know she's still sleeping right now, but she will see it when she wakes up. And so I just want to wish you many, many more blessed and prosperous years to come. Happy birthday, Raquel.
All right. Well, we take a final break, and when we come back, we wrap things up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Every business starts with a vision. And every day, Belizean entrepreneurs are turning that vision into reality.
Hi, I'm Rosalie, General Manager of Cards and Merchant Services at the Belize Bank. Today, I am proud to introduce our new solution designed specifically for Belize's small and medium-sized businesses.
Introducing the Belize Bank Advantage MasterCard SME Business Credit Card. Whether you're managing everyday expenses, purchasing inventory, or investing in growth, this card gives your business the flexibility to move forward with confidence. Applying is easy. Visit any Belize Bank branch and speak with one of our SME officers. We'll help you find a solution that best fits your business. Your business is building Belize's future. Let Belize Bank help power what's next.
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
Her phone, her laptop, her whole life in this apartment. If anything happens, it's more than just a loss. It's everything. RF&D Renters Insurance helps protect what matters most, even when you don't own the place.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Welcome back. We are wrapping things up at this time, and it has been a wonderful morning, Paul.
Yes.
A huge thank you to everyone who engaged with us in the comment section. From the start of the show, we had people talking up a storm with us. And then, of course, throughout the conversation, huge thank you to all of our guests who joined us and shared their work that they're doing. It is August 4th, and we're
June,
celebrating.
bro.
I was going to say July. We're celebrating our birthday today. Happy birthday to you guys. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@greaterbelize.com.
You can also catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BC, or Instagram for all the behind the scenes highlight at OYE Belize. You can even catch us on TikTok, that's openyoureyes.bz.
And then you can call us or text us on our OIE phone number. That's 675-2555. Also, remember to lock in tonight for KTV The Remix. We are going to be highlighting Latino Night. And so you can definitely catch us at the Bliss, purchase your tickets, or you can log online and watch us on Facebook and YouTube, or YouTube as well. But please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, be sure to keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts wide open.
Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.